Good morning, YouTube. Getting ready to head out to the off-grid property this morning. It's unseasonably warm here. It's about 4 or 5 degrees Celsius, which is crazy for this time of year. It's just a couple days after Christmas, just heading into New Year's. We've had a lot of snow, probably about 2 to 3 feet of snow has come down here. So I'm expecting to have something similar up north. So we're gonna pack up and get to it, and I will see you guys when we arrive. Hello from the cabin. So you can see here, there's a gigantic tree down, and then we have a massive snowbank into our gate, and then the cabin is tucked way back in there. Trusty snowshoes engaged. Chris is getting hers on. See if we can get in there to the cabin now. Man, there is a ton of snow here. It's back to where I'm snowshoeing in. See if we can get the cabin open. So it looks like my eaves trough is falling off. Didn't survive the snow. Look at the snow on the roof. So made it inside the cabin. Cabin actually looks pretty good. No issues. There's a ton of snow on the roof. And I was not expecting this much snow. A few pieces of insulation have fallen out of the ceiling, but nothing major. I'm gonna get a fire going right now, try to warm it up because it is chilly in here. And we'll just go from there. All right, got the fire going now. Hopefully it'll warm the place up. I can hear the chimney on the back side where it's cold starting to warm up and make noise as the snow drips down it. We should be in good shape to keep going here. All right, I got the beast unloaded. We're gonna see how much I can chew this up. Should be interesting. So we're just trying to get to the gate so we can back the truck off the road. We've already had the plow guy come through. We had to move the truck for him, which is weird. But you can tell it's convenient because he just smoked that tree with his plow and pushed it about 10 feet down that way. Now I don't have to worry about it anymore. So we're just going to keep chiseling away. Fire's going in the cabin. Bailey's tending to that for us. We should be in good shape. And there you have it. I'm exhausted. I'm panting. That's about an hour's worth of heavy shoveling and snow blowing. Hopefully I can drive the truck right in there. And we left the Coleman stove here, so Krista is gonna make us up some mac and cheese just as a well-deserved lunch from shoveling all that damn snow. Lolo, you want some mac and cheese? Mm-hmm. All in all, this little wood stove has been great. Cost was reasonable, installation was easy, it had really decent, had really decent, had really decent instructions on running it and operating it, and it works great for our little cabin. If anything, it's a little bit oversized for our small 400 square foot cabin, so it does actually put a lot of heat in here very abruptly if you load it up with logs. It's not too cool outside right now. It's about 4 degrees Celsius, but looking forward to testing it in some colder weather as well. Well, that is a solar panel bank, and way over there is my wood pile. So I need to get to both of those. I think the best bet's probably going to be to go through here. But first, I'm going to see about getting the power box running in the back of the cabin. So the idea of keeping the electrical box outside of the cabin is awesome for the summer when you don't have all the stuff in the cabin. But in the winter, this is what you deal with. That is actually the generator under the shovel there. And that is the electrical box. And as you can see, there's a couple feet of snow on the roof ready to just come down as well. So I'm going to work on getting this cleared and getting the battery in, and then hopefully we'll be able to get some power going in the cabin. All right. So got a little bit of snow in the box, but should be all right. Got the battery in. Hopefully. You're good? Yeah. Nice. Hopefully that'll last us through the night. I have the other battery here just in case. This one's not fully charged up. That mess over there is my wood pile. And I don't know if I'm going to try to fix this or if it's just going to get knocked off when that snow comes off again. This snow is going to come off in one big chunk off the metal roof at some point. I'm just hoping it doesn't take the whole eaves trough off. But anyway, we'll have to wait and see what happens in the spring. I can always put it back on. So, decided not to clean off the solar panels. And the only reason is it looks like it's a lot of work. And we're only going to be here for 24 hours. So I figured what I have in the battery should last us. So the next chore is climbing through some snow. If you look way out there on that tree, you can see my trail cam. I'm gonna try to grab that next, and we'll see what pictures we got on it. And we were so happy to get these really cool photos of 2 male moose pushing and shoving. It's pretty rare to get that on a trail cam. It's pretty cool. And after the chores are done, and the fire's tooting along there, everyone just chills. Doggies are chilling. Bailey, what you doing? iPad?
Yeah.
Nice. Mama over there socked out on the bed watching her iPad. Tired doggy 1. Tired doggy 2. Both retired sled dogs, so they love the snow. Decided it best to replenish the wood stock from outside. So you saw me shoveling the wood pile out there. That was a bit of a chore. Next year our goal is to have a woodshed, so it should be a hell of a lot easier. See my truck way off in the distance over there. We were planning originally to snowplow all the way in, but that quickly stopped at snowplow enough to get the truck off the road. Dog walking. Come on, Rosie. Come on, girl. Rosie, let's go. Come on, let's go. I like how the plow guy pushed that tree sort of 10 feet down from where it was in our way. That was convenient. So Miss Bailey and I just out for a walk. The last time Bailey and I were here together in the winter, we were in the tent. What's more fun, buddy, the tent or the cabin?
The tent was really fun, but I kind of like being in the warm cabin.
The comfort of the cabin is definitely a lot more than the comfort of the tent. That's for darn sure. So we're just gonna walk down a little ways and head back. So we were sitting in the cabin and we heard a smash, and a big chunk of ice fell out of the tree and went right through the roof of the outhouse. This is going to be a problem. All right, so the outhouse being destroyed is a bit of a problem for the girls, not so much for me. Now, I'm pretty sure from looking at the trail cam pictures that I have the old pee bucket that we used to use in the tent. Right about there. So I'm going to see if I can dig it up. We have the toilet seat, we have the pee bucket, and at least I now know that that plastic roofing does not work when you have gigantic clumps of snow falling out of the trees. All right. Operation Rescue Bucket is complete. Thank God. I saw it in the pictures on the trail camera. I would never remember where it was. I could have been out here digging for days. See if we can figure out a way to make this work for the ladies.
Yeah, man.
You like your chili, bud? Mama, good chili?
Mm-hmm.
Of course it is. You made it. It's the best. Lolo, are you here to see me? Are you here to see my chili? Which one? So dishes is a multi-step process in the winter. We've got fill up pot with snow, melt it down, put some soap in, swish it around, go get another pot of snow, repeat. Works good though. Just walking the dogs before bed. The crazy thing is, and the real crazy thing is, it is so dark here at night because there's no lights. Hang on, stop a minute. What? That's turning out my headlight. Crazy. Pitch black. So almost time for bed, and then look what has happened. This tall, lanky fellow has decided he's going to sleep right in my spot. No. Is that your bed? I don't think that's... No, you look at me, mister, when I'm talking to you. That is not your bed. No. So the dog and I came to a compromise. He's out of my spot, but now he's in Krista's spot. So he's going to have to deal with her because she's going to come and throw him off there when she's ready for bed. Morning. So, had a pretty good night. I got up in the middle of the night once to stoke up the fire. Other than that, went pretty smooth, slept well. So I'm just gonna, it's pretty warm in here still, but I am just gonna put a little bit more wood on the fire. We're gonna be here till after lunchtime today. So I'm just gonna enjoy my coffee, work on the fire. So all I do to restart the fire in the morning is I just put some small pieces of kindling in after I stoke it up. Make sure I have the airflow all the way open, and then those will spark up in a minute. And then as soon as those spark up, I just put more wood on top. So Krista making some camp oatmeal for breakfast. Yes, someone did ask in the comments before, can we cook on the wood stove? The answer is yes, you can. But this is honestly just easier, and we don't really have the right pans to put on the wood stove. And cooking on the wood stove splatters on the top of it and it makes it look messy. So we tend to just cook on the Coleman. Nice hearty bowl of oatmeal. What do you think about that, buddy? He's out. He doesn't want my oatmeal. He wants Mama's oatmeal instead. Hey guys. Miss Bailey and I are just on our way to Home Depot right now to try to get a sheet of plywood to replace the broken plastic roof for the outhouse. The fear is we're not going to get back up here for 3 or 4 weeks, and I don't want water raining down in there because all the wood inside is not pressure treated. Well, so the drive back into the cabin, whoa, is a little sketchy. There are trees down everywhere. It was like this when we came in yesterday, but the ground was a lot more frozen yesterday. So it's like driving in slush right now. Good thing about this back road though is not many people drive on it, so you can really drive right down the center of it. Just got to watch out, especially in this fog. Don't want to run into a family of moose or something like that wandering. All right, back from Home Depot. Snowblower is loaded in the truck again. Had to unload it to go into Home Depot and get my plywood for the roof of the outhouse. I feel like I've loaded and offloaded the snowblower about 10 times now, but that's where the ramps come in handy. Just drives right up into the back. Just takes up a lot of room here. Eventually we want to get a snowblower we can just leave here. Unfortunately, when I built the outhouse, I built it out a perfect 4x4 box, so I'm not gonna have any overhang on the side, but so be it. I'll have a little bit of overhang on the back and then a little bit of overhang on the front. And I've got decent coverage, so I should just be able to screw it down. The reason we went with the clear stuff, which obviously is not good at stopping a 50-pound chunk of ice falling out of a tree, was so we'd have light in here. We're obviously not gonna have light in here now, but that's obviously not gonna work either. So back to the drawing board. This outhouse was just built as a temporary measure. Eventually we're gonna have a combination sort of shower building / toilet building. So this is just our temporary outhouse. Got to get us through maybe another year or so. And if we can do that, we will be happy. So last order of business for the fireplace is just to scoop out any embers that are left. And we just put them in one of these galvanized buckets and we just dump them out in the snow. Don't like to leave anything burning in there when we leave. So getting ready to pack up and go home. You can see since yesterday, just in a little bit of milder weather and a little bit of a drizzle coming down, it's really compacted the snow down, which is kind of cool. The only problem is the path that we snowshoed in is no longer supporting our weight, so we're kind of collapsing into the snow again. So we should probably walk through it with our snowshoes again before we start hauling everything out. If you're wondering about the snow load on the cabin, I'm not super concerned about it. The cabin is designed for winters in Canada here. It does have some weight on it, but it is heavily reinforced in the roof and it doesn't look like it's sagging at all or anything. With this milder weather, I'm expecting that to come off in a gigantic sheet at some point. Hopefully when I'm not out back pulling the battery out. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you like coming to the cabin with us for our first time at the cabin in the winter. I'll leave some links around the screen to some of our other videos. I appreciate it if you could hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and possibly subscribe. Really helps us grow the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.